Welcome back, everyone, to the GOATcast. I am CW, and today I'm starting a new series called NBA Hot Takes, where I give my opinions on certain things going on in the NBA lately. And the first one is LeBron James and LeBron James's fans, where after every series he loses, there has to be some built-in excuse. This has been dating back for at least 10 years now. I'd say a little longer, since probably the 2010-2011 season when the Dallas Mavericks smacked the Miami Heat. Everyone said, oh, the moment was too big. He was in a new setting. He was with the new team. The moment was just too big. Even though he had been to the NBA Finals before in 2007 against the San Antonio Spurs, but I guess the moment wasn't big then because they had zero chance of winning that NBA Finals. Then in 2014, it was his team was too old. The Miami Heat were just too old. They couldn't get it done. Even though they were going against an equally pretty veteran team in the San Antonio Spurs, had a little bit of youth with Kawhi Leonard and a few other pieces, but for the most part, they were up in age too. But the big excuse was the Miami Heat were old, other than LeBron, of course. Then it was the Warriors, and the Warriors are just too good, which they were, but LeBron had a lot of help in those series, so he just met a better team. Then, of course, in 2018, he supposedly played the NBA Finals with a broken hand. We saw this year, after being swept by the Denver Nuggets, he had a torn tendon in his foot, which I'm sure he does, but players play hurt all the time. LeBron James is no different, so we shouldn't factor that in that deep with a team that everyone was gushing over for much of the second, well, not the second half, but after the trade deadline. Everyone was gushing over the Lakers, their defense, all of this. So all of a sudden, a hurt foot, and that's the whole reason they couldn't win one game over that Denver Nuggets team. So it's really a pick your poison, just like the meme shows. They'll say he has no help, which for much of the 2010s into the 2020s, he's had a plethora of help, from all-stars to young talent. I mean, there are players who can legit say they have no help. Guys like Luka, guys like Damian Lillard. I mean, they've had certain all-star pieces, but they've never had a true well-built team. This excuse that he has no help is just crazy to me, but that's one of the built-in excuses. Now, this year, he's in year 20. Now, that wasn't a factor when he was doing great things, when he was breaking Kareem's scoring title, when he was putting up just crazy numbers. It was he's in year 20 as being, wow, he's in year 20. But then, of course, he loses a series or they start off playing bad. It's, well, he's in year 20. So what do you expect him to do? I mean, play basketball, which he's been doing all season. He's been playing it well. So why should that all of a sudden become the narrative when he loses? Also, he's 38. What do you expect? Well, Michael Jordan, and I hate to keep bringing up this comparison, but Michael Jordan at age 40, no, he didn't put up numbers like LeBron as a 38-year-old, but he played all 82 games. This is coming after he had knee issues the year before. So a 40-year-old man played 82 games, still averaged 20 points, 6 rebounds, and the list goes on. But LeBron James with a pretty young team after the trade deadline and a top 5-10 player in Anthony Davis, and you're using the excuse that he's 38 years old when, okay, 38-year-olds have played and won games and done well. Maybe they haven't played at LeBron's level, but why is that an excuse? Why do we use that as, oh, that's the only reason they lost this series, or that's a big reason why they got swept by the Denver Nuggets? Now, as I said, combat that with the fact that many were gushing over LeBron this year, even when they were losing. He was playing at a high level, so they were like, he's 38. He's playing at such a high level as a 38-year-old, which he was. So that was true. And then you go back to other finals. You have the 2016 finals where the Cavs came back from 3-1 to defeat the Golden State Warriors, who were thought to be unbeatable, thought to be the best team ever with 73-9 record in the regular season. And they come back and beat them. They heap the praise on LeBron. The team, well, they were there. But it was LeBron's ultimate warrior effort that carried that team. You look at 2013 when a huge basket by Ray Allen saved the Miami Heat from being beat by the San Antonio Spurs. They win game 7 on the back of LeBron, I will say that. But who gets the praise heaped onto him? Who at the end of the regular season this year were they saying was going to win a 5th ring? Who was pretty much crowned the 2023 NBA champions when the playoffs rolled around. But yet when they get swept, it's he's old, he has no help, he's 38 years old. What do you expect of him? So why don't we have that same narrative when they're winning as opposed to when he's losing? Why do we always have to go back to these? Oh, he was hurt, he was playing hurt, he was playing this, he was playing that. That narrative never comes up when he's winning. It's just LeBron did this, LeBron did that, LeBron. When he's losing, it's others' fault, or it's because he's old, or it's because he was playing hurt. That's the only reason he lost. And that to me is why LeBron James and LeBron James fans are so hard to take completely serious. I mean, you even have LeBron James on the court crowning himself, which, come on. I mean, you have to make everything about you when things are good, but you're huffing and puffing and looking down when things aren't. You know, you look at a guy like Nikola Jokic who made almost everything about his teammates whenever he was interviewed throughout these entire playoffs, whether he was winning the Western Conference Finals trophy or he was winning the Finals MVP. It was all about the team. And I'm not saying LeBron isn't all about his team, but so many times he's taking little pot shots at his own teammates in ways that, I mean, for an NBA level player has to be crushing. There just seems to be this constant where LeBron kind of seems like he's looking down on certain players and not lifting them up like he should. But maybe that's just me looking at it in a different lens because I'm not the biggest LeBron James fan. But ultimately, where you see D on this meme is the classic barbershop debate conversation. When talking about LeBron being the GOAT, they always bring up, well, Jordan had Pippen. I have 2 videos out there right now talking about Jordan without Pippen and Pippen without Jordan. And yes, they needed each other to win, but as I've stated before, there's nothing saying that Pippen playing with Jordan made Jordan any less great. And that's a fact. LeBron fans and LeBron James, let's stop with the excuses. Sports media, let's stop with the excuses every time he loses. Let's stop with the, oh, he was hurt or this player didn't show up. Players don't show up all the time. Chris Brown, who just played in the NBA Finals, did not show up in that Los Angeles Lakers series. But did that mean that they needed to throw him under the bus? No. It was just a bad matchup for him. But he came through when it counted in the NBA Finals. So this notion that D'Angelo Russell is the reason why they lost, come on. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. This is just my opinion. But let's stop the excuses for LeBron. He is such a great player. He doesn't need them. He's done things that no other player will do. So why sit here and make excuses when there really doesn't need to be one? When you get beat by a better team, you just get beat by a better team. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll revisit this later on in the coming weeks with other hot takes. So with that said, if you guys want to ascend to GOAT status like number 23, please like and subscribe. It can only help the channel and help me come up with some more content. So I appreciate this. See you guys later.